Hey guys, Sam here with a video for you. Hope you like my festive cardigan, as you can probably see it there. Sort of festive anyway. Hopefully you're doing well today. We've had a great Christmas. But I'm here with another one of my fragrance chat videos for you today. This time you can see from the title down below, this is going to be based essentially on why watch fragrance videos or why watch fragrance blogs or vlogs, that sort of thing. It's an interesting one that I've thought of for a while, because the main reason why I thought this is because one of my friends said to me, why would I watch your videos? And I was just like, it's a good question, but at the same time, and I thought about it and I was like, you know what, there's a lot of people out there who are in the same position as my friend and feel the same way about what he does about fragrance reviews and vlogging online. Interesting really, because I asked him about it recently, and he was like, how do you remember that? I was like, well, it was important because I like to think that I give something back to the community in some way by doing reviews, and I'm sure a lot of other reviewers will be the same. They want to, give some back to the viewer. But he basically just said, it's about why would I spend 10-15 minutes of my time, even 30 minutes if it's a long top 20 or something, just to watch you talk about fragrances and explain about them. And I was like, well, if you're interested in it, then yeah, there's something alongside it. In general, on YouTube anyway, you watch things you like watching or you're interested in. That might sound really obvious and really not degrading, but just obvious and basic. But it's true. You're not really going to watch something that you think, oh, I'm not going to like this. But hopefully you do like some of the videos, and I like other people's in the community. I have many reviewers online that I love watching videos of, but not everyone shares my passion and my collecting hobby anyway. But I get it, but I'll tap into that in this little fragrance chat episode anyway. So, in general, what are people looking for? As I've said just before, basically general people looking for information. Pretty simplistic, obviously, but people when they go on YouTube or when they go on Base Notes Fragrantica, they're looking for information. They may be like I do this all the time when I'm in shops. If I see a new fragrance that I've not seen before, I will go on Fragrantica or YouTube before I even smell it half the time and say, what do people say about it? Or I smell it and then go on Fragrantica and see what people are saying about it. So I have my idea of what the notes are and how long it lasts, that sort of thing, what situation it's in, and then I read someone else, what they say about it, or watch videos about that, really. So looking at information in general, but it comes in different ways. It comes in obviously reviews, vlogs, fragrance news blogs, that sort of thing. Loads of places to get news on fragrances and information coming in from fragrances as well. There's a lot of things you can get information from, a lot of sources, so that's good really. Essentially the question people ask, if they're in a position to ask questions, is they just need a bit of help, they need a bit of advice, or from someone who maybe collects or has interest in fragrances. You're looking for advice on a fragrance that you're in a shop or you're going to buy online and you're thinking, right, you know what, I don't know, that's going to be a blind buy for me, so I'm going to go on YouTube, see what people are saying about it, if anyone's doing a review on it. Even if it's someone I've never heard of, I'm going to listen to their take on it anyway. A lot of reviews online I've not watched videos of before. I typed in a fragrance and suddenly they're up and it's just like, okay, I'll watch this guy's video and girl's video and see what I think about it. So yeah, it's questions you got to answer. A couple of misconceptions anyway that I've tackling because I've been spoke to a few people about this in the last sort of week or so. Misconceptions people have really in general. Your answers will be answered. Your questions will be answered in a video. Some people think anyway, I know of and are asked about, that if you watch something, you find the answers in that video. No, it's not like that at all really. People make videos to give you their take in general. In general, that's the way it is really. On fragrances anyway, on YouTube, reviewers give you their take. They make the video to give you their take on a fragrance, and then other people have their take, and it's interesting how people, come together and see similarities or differences. It creates conversation, it creates debate, and that's what a good thing about fragrances really as well. You won't find all your answers in that video, but you know what? That video might give you a few more aisles or a few more routes to go down to smell different fragrances maybe, or maybe make you more interested in a certain house. Possibly that anyway. Secondly, the person making the video knows everything about that fragrance. People say this to me, my friends have just said to me a few comments and questions and queries, and I'm just basically whacking them out on YouTube now and seeing if anyone relates to it. I can certainly I've heard this a few times though. If the person making the video knows all, so you should buy a fragrance based on their review. This is interesting because I think I encourage people to at least sniff fragrance. If I've mentioned it in the video, at least sniff it. In general, I'm not saying that I know everything about fragrance or other reviewers like Red Essence, Drag Doc, Fragrance 91, Al, Mark, the big boys in the community. You know, they may know a lot about fragrances, but it doesn't mean that you have to buy a fragrance based on their opinion on it. Even if people who have, you know, not subscribed to yet, or people who are just getting into reviewing fragrances, if you know a lot about fragrance, it helps because you can give your opinion on it and really do a full depth analysis of a fragrance, for example. But that person does not mean they know all about that scent. As I always say to people who mention this comment, this is the way I see it anyway. Say if I'm doing a review on a fragrance and I say it's great, I'm not the perfumer. I'm not the perfumer. I don't think it will be anytime soon anyway, really. But I'm not the perfumer, so I don't know all and understand why it was made. I can give an indication why it was made, what it's made for, what season, you know, what's in it, what's the smell like in the dry down, the opening, that sort of thing. But I don't know why it was made exactly, but I can give my opinion on it. In the same reason, don't take my opinions or anyone's opinions really as being fact, because it's just opinions essentially. They may know everything about the fragrance, which is great. They can give you great indications towards it then, that's all I'm saying really. And again, it's just personal opinion. Their view, if someone makes a good review, for me that's an indication that okay, someone's thought good about this fragrance, sorry. That means I'm going to research into other people who may have thought about this fragrance and see what the general consensus is. That's the idea, I think, really. It's like if someone says buy this, and then another person says don't buy this, for me that's an indication that I should definitely test this out, because it's people have got mixed reviews on it, which is great, because it creates debate and inspiration, that sort of thing, and people enjoy having fragrance debates. That's a good thing about the community, really. People are open to debates, and it's fantastic. I love it. So, for example, as I was saying, what in one of my hauls about, I think it was August time, I basically sniffed Eau Sauvage Parfum, and a good release. Well, it was an alright release about a year or so ago. I think I gave the impression that it wasn't the best smelling scent, and it wasn't a great scent that I smelt. I just didn't see much in it really. Maybe it was because it was on a bit of sheet and not on my skin. But I've wore it since, and I still think it's an alright scent. Not bad by no means, but it's not world beating like some people are saying it is. But I didn't particularly like it. You know, I didn't mind it, but I didn't like it by no means. And then all the reviewers on YouTube, and especially Fragrantica and Base Notes, absolutely singing the praises of this scent, saying, you know, this is the top class scent. And you know, and it's interesting because, you know, my opinion is not the fact. Other people's opinion isn't fact. It's just take all these little bits of opinions and make your own opinion on it. And then if you want to spread it to the community and see other people's opinions on it, fantastic. Go and do that, because that's great. So yeah, the main thing to say is that it's opinions only. I'm not bashing anyone by no means. I love the community to death. But I'm just saying, one man's opinion is one man's opinion. It's not fact. Simple as that. So just if you see a good review, yeah, smell the scent. If you see a bad review, smell the scent. You know what I mean? Just get your nose out there, basically. That's all it is. So I'm gonna say why love and why hate. I love doing this bit now, guys. Give you an idea, you know, why would you love and hate certain things in a fragrance genre anyway. Why would you love? Well, it's an active way of searching your best fragrance that you're going to find. This might not be for collectors. Reviewing a fragrance and seeing a fragrance online or a review online isn't always for collectors. It's maybe the average person who's in a fragrance shop, and the sales assistant is saying to them, yeah, this has got beautiful undertones of cedar and you know, fruits of like raspberry and that sort of thing. And that person might not be smelling that. That person might be smelling like oak moss maybe, and they might think this is all man scent, you know, but that person wants to just see what people think about it. It's an active way of finding your best scent and really getting a good opinion on it to help you buy a purchase in a sense. Many styles of reviewers absolutely love this about reviewing on YouTube. People's styles are completely different, and I love that. So you're gonna get a lot of different takes on it, a lot of different styles, the way people say things and describe things in a fragrance. It's great, absolutely love it. It expands by the week and even by the day. The fragrance community is growing huge amounts. I think the Fragrance Guru Nation on Facebook even, I think it's about 4,000 now. So it's crazy. Fantastic site that. I would check that out if you're not on it already. I would check it out. It's a fantastic fragrance group to check out. But it's expanding. People are adding to it by the week. People are being more active in the fragrance game. Love it. You know, it's progressing a lot, and there's a big market out there for it. Yeah, it just basically gives you a look down. It basically gives you an indication. If you're watching fragrance videos, it gives you an indication about what this scent smells like. And you know what? If you're not sure what a scent smells like in a shop, go on YouTube. You might find someone who can explain it better than the person on the other side of the counter for you. Anyway, why do you hate reviews on YouTube or even vlogs, that sort of thing? In general, it's a personal take on a scent. I've mentioned before. It's very personal. These things are very personal. Don't take it to heart if I don't like something or other reviewer doesn't like something. Just take it as it is. Take it as an opinion. Does not make it fact by no means. Make your, as I would say to some people, make your facts. If something's a fact to you, you know, and it's found by you, you know, to have that fact, and you really think that opinion's completely true, great. Spread it with the community, see what they think about it. And do many views on a scent. Well, so many reviews on a scent. It's just so many people have their views on scents. Really great, and hopefully you get a lot of answers in videos that you watch online. A lot of videos get answered, but at the same time, I don't know if this is even a hate actually. It's more of a like. Yeah, it's basically. It's the last thing as well. I'll say so. 12 minutes now. There's always selection of reviews online on YouTube. You only get a little selection. The way I see it is you've got a community of people, but you've only got a tiny percentage who go online and put their faces out there and do reviews. So you're taking a little percentage of a huge global thing, really. So think of it as that. Think of it as you've seen people online who are coming and coming to the aid of the audience by helping them out with the fragrance and how to explain it and what it's made for, that sort of thing. But it's only a little selection of people, so take it as that. Take it as what you will. But it's, I won't say it's a hate. It's just maybe a dislike for some people if they feel that someone isn't, how do you put it, isn't taking their scent as they would take it themselves. So yeah, it's only a small percentage of people who review. So just by all means, get as much research done as possible if you're going to buy a fragrance. If you're going to blind buy, do some research on it, see what people think about it anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. Hopefully this has been alright, guys. Hopefully this has been a decent fragrance chat. It is just my opinion, as always, so if you disagree with me, by all means, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it's just my opinion on this one, sort of thing. It's an interesting one because I think, look, I love reviewing fragrances, and I love people who are different and review things differently, and it interests me. It really does. So hopefully this next year will be a great year for fragrance reviewing, and you never know, maybe BBC or anyone like that might come and do a documentary on us all, eh? You never know. But yeah, hopefully this has been alright, guys. Hope you've had a great Christmas anyway, and hope you have a great time tonight if you're going out tonight maybe, or with the family, that sort of thing. Well, I've just had enough time to fit this video in, so thanks for 40 minutes of your time, guys, and take care of yourselves. Have an awesome day.